fuck the rules, we want to know if it's possible. And today I want to teach you something crazy I have done the 3 last day that could be really useful to you, useful for the community. And yeah, so basically what I have done and what I want to teach to you is how to use the packet manager of Unity, that is a new tool, to create your toolbox in your project that you can use from project to project. And like that, from month to month, you can create your own very big toolbox that you can use for you or to share to the community. So if you want to learn about this subject, feel free to watch this video. If you don't like long video, if you don't like my accent, or if you don't like the subject, feel free to leave now, because it will be a long one. So grab some beers and let's code it. Okay, so to understand why I do this video, why the code is amazing, you need to understand from where it's become. So basically, if you are new in Unity, know that the Git you will need to use is Git. Basically, it's allow you to make a project and to work in team on it, but also to access it from anywhere, and that is amazing. But if you want a code in this project that is used in all your projects, then it's a bit complicated, at least in the past. So if you are looking on this subject, you will fall on what is called Git sub repository. That is an old technique that allows you to do that, but Unity is really it's not really well done to be able to use this. And if I want to explain why, it will take a lot of minutes, so we'll pass. But basically, you can look at Git submodule and try, and you will understand why I'm not using it. But recently, we had an update. So basically, 1 year ago, Unity created the Unity package manager that allow you to make a Git project with a structure that is like this. So you need a package JSON that will allow you to say this package is used by this IDE. Here is a small description, and if you want to use it, just download me in the project as a package in the package manager. They are using that more and more, and they will use it more and more in the coming years. There is almost no documentation on it, so bad luck for you. This video is the only video you will be able to use to understand what is the Unity package manager, or you will have to dig in forum and on the web. So the Unity package manager is amazing, but there is a very big weak point for me, is that basically you can use it, but you can use it in read only, not in write. So if you do a package, for example, that allow you to manage a button of the Oculus Quest, and that you want to use it in a project, you just add a line and poof, it's in the project. But if you want to modify one line of code, you will need to take it, clone it in a Unity project, modify the line of code, and when you have modified the line of code, you have to push it, and then you come back in your main project and you pull it, and yeah, you have it. So each time you want to make a small modification, you lose like 5 to 20 minutes, when indeed you just need to modify one line. And it's boring like hell. It's really boring like hell. And I hate that, because I really want to use the Unity package manager to be able to use my code in all my projects, and to be able to read and write those code in my project. And so basically what I've done is that. So now that you understand maybe a bit more why I'm doing this video, to teach you how to do that, and the code is free, it's on my GitHub, go take it. It's dirty like hell, but yeah. So now that you understand maybe a bit more why I'm doing this video, I will try to show you how it works. So basically, if you want the code, you need to go in GitLab, Eloi, and then you look about Unity package Facilitator. The code will evolve in time, so clone it and do it whatever you want, but don't know that it's a dirty code that is that I will use every day, but that's not clean, that's not a good code. So take it and do what you can with the concept of this technique. So let's go for a small demo. Sorry, the video will be long because I like to talk to be clear. Okay, so basically, if you want to use the tool, you create a Unity project, both. You create the Unity project with Git to be able to create a classic project. I mean, every project will use Git. Now, what you need to do is just you take this script that I've done that is online. I will try to put it in the description. And wait, I look for the pause button. Okay, so basically you need to use the start to create package. Basically, it's what I call a bomb script. It means a script that you just drag and drop in Unity and it do some stuff and then it's ready. So basically what it will do is it will take this both line, that is the Unity package facilitator, so the code I will talk to you now, and the Git, the quick Git utility. Basically it allows me to do some Git manipulation through bat file to be able to push and pull the code from project to project. So I need this one, and if one is over there but not both of them, it will not work. Basically, it will go to package manifest JSON and add these two lines, and it will allow you to have a ready-to-use package. So here it download it. Yeah, as you can see, it's a work in progress, so there will be a lot of error and warning message. So here you can see that I will try to create a tool that allow to detect if the quest here is not moving, because if it's not moving, it means that it is hide behind the captor or that the manette is disconnected. So I create an empty point here. I add a script I have done that is called Unity Package Auto Builder, and what it allows you to do is just to put a date, the date here of the project, to have a name, to define the namespace. It helps you to create all the structure you need to be able to do the project, because that's also another point. If you want to use the package manager, you will lose a lot of time to create the good folder, the good structure of the folder, and put the good information before it's usable through Git. And if you don't do that and don't know how to do that, you will lose a lot of time. And so this tool allows you to ignore that and just say, I want this project with this name, create me. So as you can see here, I also have the possibility, it don't work for GitHub, but for GitLab it works really well. You put the name of your account, you press GitLab, and basically as the first button allow you to create a Git locally, the GitLab button will push the code online on GitLab with the good structure, and you're ready to go. So here you just fill the information, you create the GitLab, update structure, and you're ready to go. You can start to create your toolbox, your tool for the toolbox. As you can see here, the file I auto-created. It even creates this README with the good information, and here you can see it's just a link to copy paste in the package manager, and it worked. Ta-da! So yeah. So here, for example, I create the stuff. Yeah, here I had some problem because I put the name and the date. It's why I'm modifying here. Okay, and as you can see, it's auto creating the project here. Yep. So yeah, I just watched a bit of video to be able to know what I was doing. So here, for example, as you can see, I just click 2 or 3 buttons and boom, the code is created on GitLab. So I don't even need to create the Git on GitLab, but just press some button and poof, it's done. So the next step when you have done that is that you certainly want to use the Oculus plugin. So I've done a small zone where you can say, to use my code, you need this Unity plugin. So you can put a store link that will allow him to download it, or a classic link that will automatically download the Unity package, the classic Unity package, and install it in the project. So ta-da! Here I just click on a button and I have the Oculus package installed in my project. So next step of this is to just check the assembly that everything is okay, and then to start coding. So here it's just to show you that there is a Git project that is created and that we are ready to go. So here I create basically what I've done as code here to detect that this is not moving. I take the position of the hand, I reduce the floating part to be able to just know if it's moving or not. I say if it's moving under 1 millimeter, it means that it is not moving. If it's just a small number, and so if it's not moving for a certain time, it means that it has been disconnected or hide behind the user quest zone. I will say. So when I've created this code, I configure the project to be able to use as an Oculus project. I put some cube and I test my code. Here, as the Oculus was not ready, I need to install the update. Yeah, the video is going very quick, but the idea is just to show you that you just set up the project in less than 2 minutes, then you create your code and then you push it. And so as my aim is to show you how the Unity package manager work, I'm not explaining you everything behind the code of the quest here, and it's just because I recorded myself doing using my tool to be able to show how it's done. If you want the long version, I can publish it in normal timing on YouTube behind that. So here I've created my code as you can see, and I want to push it online. So here I just have a button pull push. So basically it will pull the code, because if I work with someone I need to pull it and then commit and add and push. So it will do all this line and put a description description in the commit that is the time when I pushed here, as you can see. And it's online, it's push. So currently here the people can use this project that is detecting if the controller is not detected anymore. And if you want, here I will just rewind. If you like your code, the problem is that you cannot have it in your project and in the Unity package manager. So basically I've done a button here that is called up. So up, it means remove the project from my Unity project by pull commit push and then remove the project, and it will add the project as a Unity package from Unity and not remove it totally. So you still can use the code, but just in read only now. As you can see here, it's removed, but it appears in my Unity package manager. So now I can use it from my distant Git. That is super cool. I mean, if you don't know what is the Unity package manager, you will not understand how amazing this is. But for me, it's really crazy what we can do with this shit. So here, if you press on the down button, what it will do the other way. So basically, it will remove your package from the package manager. It will take the code from Git and put the code in your Unity project. And so it will allow you to edit again your code. So as you can see, the code is appearing again in my project here. So I can add the line here, hello modification. And then I just need to say, okay, push it and remove it, and ta-da! You have the line on your toolbox. You want to download it again to modify something else? Push download, poof, it's in your project, you can use it again. As simple as that. Here it's another tool that allows me to watch which of those packages are installed in my project. So as you can see, there is the Unity package and the Quit package. And if I press on refresh, yeah, for example, here I will show you if you want to add a project this kind of project in your this kind of package in your project, you need to do that. So you take the git, the namespace, and you add it to the package manager file. And here I've done stuff that allow me to do that without going to the file, because it's boring to open a file, modify it, not be sure that everything is alright. And here you can see that it's kind of easy to add something in your project with the Unity Package Manager tool of Unity. It's cool. So basically here it looks like this. So if you want to do it manually, so without my code, you just go in this file, you modify the dependency, you add the namespace, the git link, and ta-da, you have the code in your project. So some other stuff I did basically it's a prefab. I will show you. It's a prefab, so here I can load it, see what's happening, and if you put push, it means take the new code I've added and override the package manager with it. It means also to update. So basically, if you create some code on your Git repository, it will not put the code in your project automatically. You need to ask it, and when you press push it here, it means take all those code that is online and push it on my project. And so another stuff I have done is that really a lot of time I need to have some package installed on my project and remove some that Unity automatically puts in my project. So it means the add, the analytics. I have plenty of package I don't like to have in my project. And so here you just put online on your website a file saying I want those package plus those that I've created. And you can, just by putting the link here, it will load it here. If you want to reload it, you press reload. And then after you can press merge or overwrite. So here overwrite, it will just overwrite the current Unity package, as you can see. And the merge, it will just take all those links and add it to your current one without removing it. So it seems small stuff that really are not super cool, but for me it's, I'm like, yeah. I mean, I really deserve this one, I think, because it's a huge improvement to be able to create your own toolbox. And so yeah, for example, here I just add a link, poof, and now I have my my zone to be able to create this small cycle where I can walk around in VR. But as you can see, I did not create a prefab for it. So basically, it's what I will do in the next step here. So I realized that something is not good in my plugin. So why not update it? So I just create a package pull push here. I create my prefab in the package that I have downloaded. Yep. As you can see, I drop it. Then I go in my pull push package here, and I just say pull push. Ta-da! And that's done. Basically, I've modified my package. I've added prefab to my toolbox online for this package. And here I have another button that is really cool, that is add and remove gitfo. Basically what it do is if you have a git in a git, the main git will ignore the sub git. So it means that all the code that is here will not be visible by git, and so you will not be able to have the code in the other. If your friend downloads the project, he will download all the project except this subgit. And this is really boring. It's why I was not using git submodule. So you have two solutions. You put it in the package manager, and like this, happy, and it's good. Or you can remove the git folder. But if you remove the git folder, how you will do to update the version online? And that's why I created this button, so it allows you to remove the git. Like this, you can commit with the code that you have in your project. And then when you want to update it, you can just put on add git, and it will re-add the git from this link. So as you can see here, I have the code. Yep. Yeah, it's a bit fast, but if you want, you can press pause or look the slow video that I will push in the description. So here, for example, I will show you with source tree a bit more about that. So I will add the project here. As you can see in the project, I can see measure tool here, the folder measure tool, just because I removed the git that is the sub git, if you want. Yep. So for example here, if I add git, yeah, here the third second here will be nothing because I did a mistake when I was recording. I'm just waiting that the mistake is gone. But basically, yeah, what will happen here is that I will just show you that you can remove and add the git information to allow the main git to be able to have the code. Yeah, it's very complicated to explain because I know that some people that don't know what is a git submodule will look this video, and as they don't know what it is, I have to explain it. But if I explain it, this video will be very long. But basically, if you know what is a subgit and what is the problem, you will love this button. But basically, when you will use this button, it's mainly when you know that the code will not move anymore. So, for example, you are doing a project and you realize that the code you have used from the toolbox will never move for this project and should never move for this project, because there is a big weak point in using a git in a git, is that, for example, use the code from now, but in 1 year, the git online is not the same anymore. So if you update it, you will have all the project that is broken because there is 1 year of improvement in the project. So sometimes you want to use the toolbox and at one point saying, no, now this code will not move anymore. And so basically, it's why this button is created. So basically, if you say remove the git information, it means, okay, I will never use this, I will never upgrade this code anymore. But if I do need one day, you can add the git information again. And so that's why I created that. A lot of time I was in this situation. It's why I took some time to create it. And we are almost done in this video. I suppose you have plenty of questions and plenty of need about knowing how we use this code and how it's done. And all I can say is go on the GitLab, take the code and try to see how I did it and try to understand it. It will, in any case, it will improve, and one day I will do some video about the Unity Package Manager if needed for my students. So yeah. But yeah, I think I've done I've said everything about it. So I hope this video helped you know that you can do that. May the code be with you, and see you in the next video. Bye.